Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the post-match press conference for the AFC Asian Cup qualifiers round 26 between Indonesia and Australia. In front of us, there is the head coach of Australia, Graham Arnold. Now, for the coach, what do you think about tonight's game?
The next game?
Tonight's game.
Oh, tonight's game. Oh, okay. Yeah, we should have won comfortably. We had the chances, we missed chances again, and yeah, it's very hurting.
All right. To the media, we only have two questions for the coach. For the first question, if you have a question, just raise your hand, please, for that side.
Mate, I can't hear you. Anyone else?
Anyone else?
Hello? Yeah, Graham Davids from A News Media. There'll be a lot of questions at home, obviously, after failing to score and failing to beat teams that are probably, well, definitely ranked lower in the world. What message you want to pass on in terms of why that didn't happen and what we can look forward to?
Yeah, look, I can only do so much. I can't play the game for them. And at the end of the day, as I said, we should have beaten Bahrain, we missed chances. And today, we should have won comfortably and we missed chances. So I'm as disappointed as probably every other Australian is. And first two games, and you know, but it's you know, there's another 8 games to go, and you know, the goal is always to qualify direct, but you know, you have those extra playoff spots. But for me, at this moment, I'm just you know, frustrated, and I just need to go home to Australia and have a really good think about things.
All right. Thank you so much for the last question. If you have a question, just raise your hand. All right. On the upper side.
Graham, you spoke about the reaction that you expected from the players yesterday.
Yeah.
You spoke about the reaction from the players that you were expecting from the reaction of after the Bahrain defeat. Did you see that today?
Yes, I did. I thought the boys put in a lot of effort. They worked extremely hard. Again, we created 5 or 6 chances, and you know, it's no surprise that the man of the match was the goalkeeper for Indonesia, because he made a lot of good saves. So, but it's for us, it's hurtful, because obviously, again, not putting the ball in the back of the net. It's been something that's you know, been going on for a year, where we should have won games, and even against the biggest teams in the world. But, you know, not putting the ball back in the net, you know, obviously it hurts and we don't get the points.
All right. Thank you so much, Coach, for the time, for the first.
And thank you to everyone from Indonesia. It was a great atmosphere tonight, and, you know, you should be very proud of your team. Thank you.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the post-match press conference for the AFC Asian qualifiers road to 26 between Indonesia and Australia. In front of us, there is the head coach of Indonesian national team, Sinteyong. Welcome, coach, to the press conference. Information from our media: please silence your phone during the press conference, and for the photographer, please during the press conference. Photographer only allowed to take a picture after the press conference done. And please also be aware we have cameras behind, so don't stand or disturbing camera person behind. And media do not allow to do live streaming during the press conference. So, coach, for the first, what's your opinions about tonight's game?
네, 보신 그대로 힘든 경기를 했고, 물론 우리가 좀 밀렸다고는 얘기할 수 있겠지만 선수들의 정신력이나 모든 면에서 부지런 대등하게 경기를 했고, 우리 선수들이 너무 열심히 해줬고, 앞으로 더 우리는 발전할 수밖에 없는 팀으로서 성장했다. 우리 모든 선수가 너무나 열심히 해준 거에 대해서 너무 감사하고 고맙게 생각하고 있습니다.
Seperti apa yang ditonton, memang menjadi pertandingan yang sangat sulit bagi kami. Memang bisa dibilang kami memang diserang terus, tetapi jika melihat mental saja mungkin bisa dibilang sama aja lawan Australia. Para pemain sudah bekerja keras, kita tinggal maju ke depan terus, dan tim yang mau tidak mau kita pasti akan berkembang terus. Jadi coach ingin mengucapkan terima kasih pada para pemain.
As you saw, it was so tough match. The opponents actually dominated the game. However, we still win against opponents in terms of mentality and the other factors. So that's the reason we had a good result. And I'm very much thankful for the players, and they did really well. And I do appreciate their performance and a huge amount of effort they made.
All right, thank you so much. Now we have a Q&A session with the media. If you have a question, please raise your hand. Maybe for the first.
Selamat malam, saya Majid dari Tribun News. Mau tanya sama Sintayong, pertanyaan awam, pada pertandingan hari ini, kenapa timnas Indonesia bermain seperti Arab yang lebih bertahan? Apakah itu salah satu strategi? Kemudian di babak kedua terlihat lebih mengandalkan Ragnar sebagai striker sampai akhirnya dia kelelahan. Untuk pertandingan selanjutnya, apakah akan bermain dengan pola seperti ini, lebih bertahan, atau bisa improve, Indonesia bisa menekan ketika menyerang, atau ketika menyerang itu? Terima kasih.
일단 호주는 우리보다 훨씬 강한 좋은 팀이고 피지컬한 모든 면에서 우리를 압도하는 팀이기 때문에 우리가 어쩔 수 없이 선수비와 후 역습을 하는 경기를 할 수밖에 없는 상황, 그렇게 이해하시면 될 것 같고, 사실은 나파엘이 사우디 경기를 하고 부상을 당해서 사실 오늘 경기에 뛸 수 있나 없나 상당히 고민을 하면서 경기에 출전했다가 도저히 몸 상태가 좋지 않아서 전반 끝나고 교체했던 부분이니까 그렇게 아쉬고, 다음에도 우리 선수층이 두터워지면 전술은 또 다양하게 만들어질 것이다 보시면 되겠습니다.
Pastinya tim Australia lebih baik daripada kita, mulai dari fisikal dan fisiknya. Jadi mau tidak mau kita harus bertahan dahulu dan lalu serang balik. Untuk striker, Rafael memang dapat cedera setelah selesai pertandingan lawan Saudi Arabia kemarin. Jadi sampai dipertimbangkan apakah perlu dimainkan atau tidak, dan ya akhirnya dimainkan. Tetapi kondisinya kurang baik kelihatannya, akhirnya digantikan setelah babak pertama selesai. Mungkin masalah taktik pasti akan diusahakan menjadi lebih baik jika lapisan pemain semakin baik atau semakin tepat.
The question is, the Indonesian team today looked like very defensive. Was it your preparation as a tactic? And also, the Ragnar, at the end of the game, he looked so tired, but still you let him play. So I just want to hear about, those something, about this is my question. And then the coach answered, the Australia is actually far more better than Indonesia in terms of fitness and power and strength and the tactical things as well. So yeah, obviously, objectively, they are much stronger than us. So naturally, when we play against the much stronger than us, we could just only we could focus on the defense, and also when we get the ball possession, we could do some counter attacking. That's a simple reason. And Rafael, to be honest, he's got a minor injury from the previous match against Saudi Arabia, so his condition was not really good. So after the first half, I decided not to play anymore. So how about if our squad becomes more solid and concrete, then we can actually prepare, the various kind of the tactics and strategy.
All right, thank you so much. Now we move to the next questions. Please, check, please.
Terima kasih, saya Fitrianto dari Republika. Dua pertandingan dapat 2 poin melawan tim langganan Piala Dunia. Dengan hasil ini apakah sudah cukup puas dengan hasil ya, artinya dengan poinnya sudah cukup puas bagi Coach Sintayong. Tetapi kalau dari segi permainan seperti apa evaluasinya dari 2 game ini? Kemudian di laga bulan selanjutnya Oktober, apa kira-kira kebutuhan tim lagi nih untuk agar bisa meraih kemenangan untuk pertama kalinya di babak ketiga ini? Terima kasih.
네, 뭐 실질적으로 사우디 호주전은 우리 선수들 너무 잘해줬고, 저 개인적 생각도 상당히 만족하고, 우리는 할 수 있는 건 다 했다고 보시면 되겠습니다. 그리고 바레인 중국전은 제가 소집해서 훈련시킬 수 있는 시간이 없어요. 대표팀은 그때 잠깐 MH가 모여서 경기를 하기 때문에 어떤 전술을 만들어야 될지는 그때 가서 클럽팀이 아니기 때문에 그런 부분은 섣불리 얘기할 수 있는 부분이 아니라고 생각합니다.
Pada pertandingan Saudi Arabia dan Australia, para pemain sangat bekerja keras dan bagus. Jadi secara pribadi, Coach merasa puas dan apa yang kita bisa lakukan sudah lakukan semua. Jujur untuk lawan Bahrain dan Cina sebenarnya sama aja seperti sekarang. Jika kita training camp, memang waktunya sangat singkat. Jadi timnas ini memang saat match day aja kita kumpul dan baru bisa mungkin dibuat taktiknya nanti setelah mulai training camp, karena kita bukan sebuah klub tim.
Australia and Saudi Arabia both.
Ini karena kalau tidak salah dia mencatatkan total 5 penyelamatan 5 saves. Bagaimana Coach menilai kontribusi Martin Paes terhadap timnas Indonesia? Lalu kemudian tadi di babak kedua Coach memasukkan Pratama Arhan sebagai winger kiri, tapi koreksi kalau saya salah. Kemudian juga Wahyu Pras sebagai wingback kanan, alih-alih Asnawi Mangko Alam yang ada di bench. Apa alasannya Coach? Terima kasih.
첫 경기, 두 번째 경기 마틴 너무 잘해줬고, 최후방에서 든든하게 선수들도 잘 리드해주고, 앞으로도 더 손발이 맞으면 더 좋은 경기 해주지 않을까 생각을 하고 있습니다. 감독은 그 매 순간마다 팀 분위기가 어떤 상황에서 어떤 상황에 어떻게 대처해야 될지에 대해서 판단을 해야 되고, 일단 아스나이 보다는 좀 더 Y가 무게가 있겠다 싶어서 그 자리에 Y를 투입시켰고, 아르라는 우리가 수비를 당하면서도 어떻게 카운터택을 때릴 거야 대비해서 먼저 선수비, 후 역습, 그리고 농도로잉에 우리가 그래도 카운터택을 뭘로 할 것인가 고민해서 바꿨다고 생각하십니다. 다시 한번 얘기하지만 감독은 경기할 때 그 순간 어떤 전술을 어떻게 만들어야 될지에 대해서는 그때 판단을 써서 빠르게 이행해야 된다 생각합니다.
Pertandingan pertama, pertandingan yang kedua sama aja. Martin performa sangat baik dan sebagai pemain paling belakang memimpin timnya dengan baik. Mungkin ke depannya akan menjadi lebih baik jika kompak dengan satu sama yang lain. Memang sebagai pelatih kepala setiap saat harus ambil keputusan dengan cepat. Bagaimana antisipasi di situasi seperti ini. Mungkin daripada Asnawi, mungkin Coach pilih Wahyu karena akan lebih cenderung bertahan. Dan untuk Arhan, Coach pikir bagaimana kita melakukan serang balik walaupun kita bertahan sebelumnya. Jadi bertahan dulu lalu serang balik. Mungkin coach mikir juga serang balik dengan long throw in. Jadi sekali lagi memang setiap saat coach harus ambil keputusan cepat dan harus bikin juga taktiknya setiap saat tergantung situasinya berubah seperti apa.
For defensive player, even though he's playing as a winger, and also he's got long range. And I thought about the counter-attacking things. That's the reason. And then Wayu, he's also a little more defensive, and he probably more stable than the other players. So that's the reason I put those two players.
All right. Thank you so much for the head coach and the translator for the press conference.